Hi, I am Dr. Jennifer Hensley. I am a wife, chiropractor, business owner, cook, chauffeur, but most importantly, I am a mom. I have 2 small children who I love with all of my heart. As parents, we want the best for our children. Today we are talking about a child's life. It is the most precious gift on earth. And with a few skills, you could learn to protect that gift. Please pay close attention over the next several minutes because you, the mommies, the daddies, the friends, the loved ones, will be learning some basic life-saving skills that you could use to save a child.
I don't think it was like really, really hard to dance around in the cowboy boots, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you doing okay? Yeah, you're not looking really good. Brandon?
Is he okay?
Call 911.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
We're at Blue Ridge Community College by the lake. And he just acted like he was having a heart attack. I'm at Blue Ridge Community College by the lake.
And what's your name?
My name is Teresa Cox.
Okay, and what's the phone number you're calling from?
That's 828-674.
Okay, and tell me exactly what's happened.
He was walking by the lake and he
Acted like he was having a heart attack and just went down.
Okay, and is he awake?
No.
Okay, is he breathing?
Is he breathing?
He's not breathing.
No, he's not breathing.
Okay, is there a defibrillator available?
No defibrillator.
Okay, I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line, I'll tell you exactly what to do next. Are you right by him now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, listen carefully, lay him flat on his back on the ground and remove any pillows.
okay, lay him flat on his back. Okay, there's no pillows, okay.
Okay, listen carefully and I'm going to tell you how to do chest compressions. Make sure he is flat on his back on the ground. Okay?
Back?
Yes. Place the heel of your hand on the breastbone in the center of the chest, right between the nipples.
The heel of his hand.
What you just saw happens more often than you might think. If it happened to someone you know, would you be able to save that person's life? Learning CPR is easy if you just follow these simple and proven steps. Thousands of lives are saved every year by those with CPR training. So in the next few minutes, we're going to show you how easy it can be. Watch closely. Here's Glenn to show us these important procedures.
Thanks, Andrea. As you can see here, we have a patient who is not responsive. He is not moving, he is not breathing, there are no signs of life, and we can assume his heart is not beating. We are going to perform CPR. We're going to mechanically pump his heart so it can fill with blood and circulate that blood to the vital organs. As we do so, we're going to expose his chest so we can find our proper landmarks for hand placement. We're going to place the heel of our hand in the center of his chest, find the nipple line, and place it in the breastbone. Put your other hand on top. As we do these chest compressions, we're going to ensure that our elbows are locked, our shoulders are over our hands, and then we pivot from the hip. This will allow the chest compressions maximum efficiency and we can perform them longer. We're going to want to do compressions at the rate of 100 to 120 per minute at a depth of about 2 inches. These high quality chest compressions are the most important step in CPR and have the most positive outcome for saving his life. As we do these compressions, we want to ensure that we allow his chest to fully recoil. This allows the blood to passively fill the heart and then be compressed again to circulate to the brain and other vital organs. It's important that we keep these chest compressions constant with minimal interruptions, and the interruptions lasting no longer than 10 seconds. We're going to continue chest compressions until help arrives, or until we are physically exhausted and can no longer continue. It's hard work. Even us as trained professionals, we rotate compressors every 2 minutes to ensure that the compressions are maintained at a high quality with maximum efficiency to return the patient to life. Okay, now I have Jake Bradley with me. I'm going to teach him how to do CPR. Jake, have you ever done CPR?
I haven't actually.
Okay, well the first thing you need to do is alert someone to call 911.
Hey, help! Hey, you! Call 911!
Position yourself at the side of the patient near the chest. Okay. Expose his chest so you can find proper landmarks. Place the heel of your hand in the center of his chest, in between the nipples. Your other hand on top. Lock your elbows, position your shoulders over your hands, and start chest compressions at a rate of about 100 to 120 a minute. Jake is compressing about 2 inches, and he needs to be sure that he lets his hands completely recoil off the chest to ensure that the patient's heart can refill with blood and then compress again to circulate to the vital organs. Jake, you're going to need to go a little bit faster. Jake is going to continue chest compressions until help arrives, the patient comes back to life, makes sounds, starts breathing, or he is physically exhausted and can no longer continue.
This is getting hard.
It is hard. Us, as professional responders, we change compressors about every 2 minutes to ensure that these chest compressions are of the highest quality and can provide the best chance for the patient outcome. One of the things that we do as professionals with cardiac arrest is we do a team-focused approach with multiple responders so we can both change out compressors and accomplish multiple tasks at the same time. The latest science has proven that if we perform high-quality CPR on scene prior to moving the patient and scooping them up, putting them in the ambulance, and rushing them off to the hospital, the outcomes of survival are higher.
Accidents can happen anywhere, at any time. Being prepared is the key. When working on younger kids, there are several important factors that differ slightly from the adult version. Glenn is at the Henderson County Rec Center right now to show us what we mean.
That's right. I'm here to show you how to do hands-only CPR on a child who has gone unresponsive. As I approach the child, I look for signs of life. Is he breathing? Is he making any sounds or moving? Hey, are you okay? There are no signs of life. At this point, I will alert someone to call 911 and go get the AED. I will expose the chest to begin CPR. With this child, we can differentiate the difference between an adult and a child based on signs of puberty. If he were 15 and there were signs of puberty such as developed breast, chest hair, or pubic hair, we would treat him as an adult, as we had previously discussed. Where he's a child, I'm going to take the heel of one hand and place in the center of his chest on the lower part of the breastbone, and I'm going to compress 1/3 the depth of the chest at a rate of 100 to 120 compressions per minute. I'm going to continue to compress and do compressions until the AED arrives or first responders take over compressions. As you can see, I am keeping my shoulder above my hand, my elbow locked, and pivoting from the waist. This allows more stamina and increased time to do compressions. It is important that I allow the chest to completely recoil, not taking my hand off the chest, but to allow it to completely recoil so the heart can fill with blood. And again, with this child, I am using the heel of one hand as opposed to the adult with two.
Hi, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. CPR does which of the following? Does it A, double a person's chance of survival, B, quadruple a person's chances of survival, or does it C, have no effect?
I'd have to go with A, that it doubles it.
You're right. A,
Yeah.
CPR doubles a person's chance of survival. What percentage of CPR happens in a person's home? Is it A, 12%, B, 37%, or C, is it 88%?
I think it's B, 37%.
Okay. No, actually it is C, 88%. What year was CPR started? A, 1966, B, 1899, or C, 1740?
I happen to know this answer. It was done in colonial times, and the answer is 1740.
You're right. 1740.
I told you.
What percentage of people needing CPR get it from a bystander? Is it A, 16%? Is it B, 81%? Or is it C, 32%?
C? I'm gonna say B.
You were right.
C?
Yeah, it is. It's C, 32%. CPR is not just for old folks and kids. There are those times when an infant needs help as well. As you can imagine, working on a tiny baby can be difficult, and it requires some more specific knowledge. So here's Glenn to show us how.
Today we're going to go over how to do hands-only CPR on an infant. There are several ways this can be accomplished, but along with the adult and the child, we check for signs of responsiveness. Is this baby moving? Is it breathing? Is it changing color or other signs of life? If not, we need to alert the emergency response system. You, call 911. Now we're going to prepare for compression-only CPR. Finding the same compression location as we did on the adult and child, the center of the chest. We're going to use 2 fingers and compress 1/3 the depth of the chest at a rate of 100 to 120 compressions a minute. This is one way we can accomplish these compressions. Similar to the adult and child, we're going to continue compressions until additional help arrives, we are physically exhausted and can't continue, or the baby starts to breathe, move, or make sounds. It is also important to know that we allow full recoil of the chest, allowing it to fully expand before we compress again. This allows the heart to passively refill with blood and with each compression circulate to the vital organs. Using these 2 fingers is one technique. There is another way that it can be done. It's called the encircling thumbs technique. We will take the baby supporting the back with our fingers across and place our 2 thumbs in the center of the chest, the same location, and do the compressions like this. It is important to note that compression-only CPR in an infant is a good start. It may not be the most effective because when children, infants particularly, when their heart stops, sometimes it's due to lack of oxygen. So the traditional CPR with compressions and ventilations may be more effective. Another option for performing chest compressions is with the child cradled in your arms, supporting its head with the bend of your elbow, the 2 fingers in the chest, and perform compressions like this. After further training, and you intend to do the ventilations, this is an optimum position to provide mouth-to-mouth ventilations.
Building a strong community means helping each other. Learning CPR is something all of us can do. And in learning these procedures, we can certainly make a difference. Whether you're an expectant parent, a coach, a senior citizen, or a member of the clergy. Knowing how to help is all of our jobs. So lend a hand. Let's build a stronger, more united Henderson County.